know what time it is. You know you're back. You know you're back on Super Talk 99.7 WTN because it's Renovation Nation time. Whew, I got to breathe. That was a long sentence. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we are live today. Yes, we are, because sitting here with Mr. Chris Gailbreath, the original OG of Renovation Nation. Here we started, he come in with me. Did we ever figure out, well, I think we did one time. Did we ever figure out when you finally, because, you know, it was every Saturday, and ironically, you got probably drive just about as far out here as you did to downtown Nashville.
It's a way better drive here, though, man.
It is. You know. Yeah, I agree with that. What was it? It was right. It was before COVID. It was like 2019. You did like 17, 18, and 19.
We were going into 20.
Yes.
We actually did some in 20, I thought, because that's
until the shutdown before March.
Until the radio did. Yeah, they shut the studio down, and then we were still running around Nashville. That's when the tornado hit.
That's right.
And COVID hit at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
That was the same month I brought employees into the office. Yeah. Where we had a full-time office finally.
Yeah, that's
instead of just being mobile and using this, it was actually all that.
But that tornado was crazy, man. That really ripped up
East Nashville.
Yeah, really ripped it up pretty bad. And we were down there a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we were.
Roads were blocked off. And
a house in the road.
Oh, yeah.
Golly, that's
that was 2020.
That was 2020. Yeah, that's what I remember thinking that, because it wasn't but a month later they shut everything down, like in 1st of April or like
March,
4 to 6 weeks away.
March, April. Yeah, because we had to have that little piece of paper, which nobody ever asked for. That said you were an essential worker.
Essential.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember driving through Green Hills at 11 o'clock in the morning on Hillsborough, right in front of the mall, and made it through there in like 5 minutes. Where normally,
everybody was all home, all freaked out. Yeah,
it was. They weren't on the road. I liked it. Actually, it was fairly neat being able to get where I wanted to go.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. One thing we were talking about, and apologies to those of you that can't drive, but remember we were talking about. It's the essential workers that know how to drive, because there was no traffic, there was no car accidents, there was no nothing, man. And everybody got around. You know what I mean?
Nashville turned into a 15-minute city again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're going to try to do it again, I guess. But nevertheless, it was some crazy times back then. I judge everything pre-COVID. Post-COVID now, because it's hard to remember. It all sort of just mingles.
And because then COVID just went away.
Yeah, and all that good stuff. And I know. But remember, we used to also have Shoestring call in.
Oh man.
Yeah, Brandon Mitchell. Brandon, he's coming, and you might have seen some of the shows on YouTube, but I don't know if I put his up or not. I can't remember. But regardless, he's come in. We've done like 4 or 5 shows over the last. It was about 6 or 8 months ago, last fall.
Yeah,
he come in and we just were battering back and forth.
Man, I'm just going to throw it out there. What we should do is all 3 do a show here for too long.
We're going to. As a matter of fact, I was talking to Brandon the other day, and he brought up something about it'd be good to do one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be. Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
I miss the Shoestring calls. Those were funny, man.
I miss doing the live show, like being in the studio.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a drive.
Yeah.
But it was Saturday,
it's
and
a different
there
vibe.
wasn't that many people, and plus the traffic wasn't like it is today.
True.
True. That was kind of part of the draw to it, was being in the studio, doing it live, having Kevin eyeball me for pushing the limits on things I shouldn't say.
I get it. No, and you're right. It's a different atmosphere, and I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, now I'm out here at Studio 378, up on the hill here, and it's my office out this way, and it's different that I'm the only one in here. It's not the engineer's not here now, and all of that stuff, to the point that it's sometimes hard to get motivated. But when you go downtown and when you do it live, do it live there.
Yeah.
That you've got there's something about no choice, and
then
there's no choice now, but it's different.
And we made a day out of it. We go over to the Mumbrium, have lunch.
Yeah.
That's
fun.
when old Carly was around.
Yeah.
And
well, and a lot more guests. I can get more guests there than I could here, because I'm a little farther out now. But the guests are still the same. Everybody's scared to come on more than they're not. What I mean by scared is, you know what I mean.
I do, man.
You ask people, they're like, I don't know,
man.
I'm like, no, this is fun.
Because I mean, it is. You're just talking.
It's not a political show. I'm not here to go gotcha.
No.
Well, you said $5, I can get it for $4.
Yeah.
So you're screwing people.
And it's not, And if you stutter or say something stupid, so what, man? That's part of live radio.
And it happens quickly.
It does. It's done and over by the time you realize.
Like, man, I meant to talk about this, this, and this. As a matter of fact, you've got some things you're going to talk about here in a little bit, or you can just whenever you want to bring it up. When you feel the urge on things we talked about prior to the show. But the heat. What about the heat?
Man, dude, yesterday I have to admit, man, I hate it, but man, I don't like the heat as much as I used to.
Not that heat,
man.
That heat's hot.
I'm just, if it's above 90, I'm out there. I'm doing it. We're fixing to be doing this, tiling this pool, and I'm sitting there looking around trying to figure out where I can hang tarps and what I'm going to use for shade.
You need one of those hats with those umbrellas.
Yeah, I got a wide brim hat, but it don't matter, man. When it's hot,
it's hot,
and then you're in a pool.
Yep.
Right. There's no wind.
Air.
There's no wind moving around down there.
No wind,
so and you got to keep the concrete wet. You know what I mean? So anyway.
And the heat's one thing.
Yeah.
Now there's hot. It's hot.
Yeah.
But when you get the 88% humidity and it's not raining outside, that's 100%. But still, it's right. I call it a 4-shirt day. I changed my shirts 4 times the other day.
Yeah.
Get on the roof, get back down soaked.
Yeah.
Just out there, 10, 15 minutes, not out an hour, not slinging hammers, just
being there.
Move a ladder, do your walk around, take your pictures, the routine.
Yep.
And wow, just it's hot. And we weren't able to do some roofs last week. It was too hot for the guys. I mean, you could work from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
But
then 4 p.m. to 7. But that's that's not a good use of time, man. No, because you can have pop-ups, you can have and all kinds of. It's just not a good use of time.
No,
that's a good point. And so we're doing a little catch up now. And but going back a little bit on the money thing, pre-COVID, whatever reason, who's ever credit, no credit, whatever. People had more money in the bank.
They did.
More liquid cash.
Yes.
Just sitting there in abundance. And then, of course, when COVID hit, it filled up even more a little bit because we got the checks or whatever they call
some
those.
People couldn't work.
And the PPE stuff, businesses that could keep people on, whether, some would keep them on, whether they're working or not, help them because they got to have bills. Everybody's got bills.
Yeah.
And so, but they were still money. Matter of fact, 2020 was was the biggest year RTM's ever had, because my philosophy is now, or my conjecture, I don't have the right word, my opinion is now, or actually I believe it's fact, more people were at home looking up their ceilings, seeing the stain, and they couldn't run to work when the wife said, when are you going to fix that?
Yeah, right.
I'm calling then.
Yeah,
I'm calling right now. You're going to deal with them.
Yeah,
and you're going to talk to them.
Yep.
And they did. And it was caused, now the tornado was one thing, that was an anomaly. But the rest of the year wasn't tornado stuff. Dude. It was people going, hey, because it was the honeydew list came out.
Oh, right.
Pools were out like 3 years. 2 years that time. I knew some pool people that they had booked for 2 years during COVID.
Yeah.
And some of them still are, but I've noticed a downtrend since about 21. 21 was still liquid.
Yep.
But things were going up. And the easiest way I've always learned, even listening to this station, to a lot of the great commentators here, or I've heard it many other places, but the same point is that the easiest way to tax everyone, because you can't tax everyone because there's brackets.
Right.
But the easiest way to tax everyone is raise all the prices. And everybody's got to pay.
Well, yes,
everybody goes into growth, but more than not.
Well, right, but you also since it's obvious that they're doing that, right?
Yes.
So now you have a choice to go without. Like I'm not falling into that trap.
Yeah.
Or
you don't have a choice or I say your choice is what am I buying because I can't afford both.
What am I getting out of it, right?
Yeah.
And what's
I can't get and when you go and look, I'm not knocking any establishment anywhere, but when I go in and fill a cart up, a grocery cart, and it's $500, and it used to be $150 less than 5 years ago.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Hey, dude, I went to lunch yesterday to a little sandwich shop in Murfreesboro, and I'm not downing them, because I get it. Your commercial space,
they're making the same money they were before.
Your commercial rent's not cheap. Rent's gone up everywhere, and so 2 sandwiches, which were very good, 2 bags of chips. and 2 drinks.
Okay.
$36.
Wow.
You know,
The music's kicked on, just letting you know. We got to say keep going.
Yeah, but anyway, that's just an example of how high things are really getting.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yeah. And if you'd went to the store, it'd have been 30 instead of 3.
Well, right. When I go to Kroger, dude, I'm single, so I get 2 bags and it's $40.
Yeah, and that's what we got. And we're not going to be negative today, but that is part of the things we're talking about today is, well, you got to hang out for 3 more to find out. You listen to Renovation Nation.